I'm Paula Scheuer, and it's almost Passover, and you know that it isn't Passover without matzo balls. Today we're going to make my Chimichurri matzo balls, a brand new recipe I created for kosher.com. This year we have to make things as easy as possible, so that is why I'm recommending this Manischewitz matzo ball mix. They come out absolutely perfect, but now I'm going to show you my variation on this recipe. So we start with putting fresh garlic and green onions into the food processor, and you chop it up into really small pieces. And then we're going to go ahead and add our cilantro and parsley and oregano. Now know that if you cannot find those ingredients, you can use basil, dill, any herbs that you have, because this year you have to be flexible because you cannot find every ingredient that you want. And now we're going to chop this up. You could do this by hand if you don't have a food processor. Next, we are going to go ahead and add, eggs and olive oil and salt and pepper. And we're going to mix this up. And this is going to be our mix to flavor our matzo balls. So now we're going to take this. Let me show it to you. This looks really cool. We're going to take this and we're going to put this into a bowl. Let's scrape it all in there. And we're going to add our matzo ball mix. So here we go. We have our mix. We're going to add that in right here. I'll show you how we do that. We add in our mix. And we're going to take a whisk and I'm going to mix this all together. And this becomes the batter for our matzo balls. So that's it. And you cover this and you put this in the fridge for about 30 minutes to harden them up. And then when it's ready to shape, it looks like this. And all you have to do to make the balls is that you take your hands, you put cold water on them, you scoop up some of the batter, and you roll them into balls. We put them on a plate, we bring boiling water on the stove with some salt in it, we throw in our matzo balls, and then they simmer for about 20 minutes or so, and then you'll see they puff up a lot. So here's what the matzo balls look like when they're done. They're green speckled matzo balls. They taste like garlic and herb, and they're really super, super tasty. Now you can find this recipe on kosher.com, as well as a whole bunch of brand new recipes that I created just this year for them. In addition, on my website, thekosherbaker.com, there's a recipe index with links to all of my favorite sweet and savory recipes for Passover. Also online, you can get ebooks, versions of all of my cookbooks, including the new Passover menu cookbook. So there's lots of ways to get recipes this year. Now I know that this year Passover is going to be different because we're not able to be with family and friends. But whether you're alone or with your immediate family, just by virtue of the fact that you can celebrate Passover, it's a gift in of itself. I wanted to wish everybody a very happy and healthy Passover.